My daughter rolled her eyes when I walked into the courtroom. A minute later, the judge went ghost white and whispered, "Is that him?" My son-in-law stopped smirking. They finally understood they'd been aiming at the wrong target. 3 weeks earlier, they showed up at my door at 9:17 a.m. Not just them. They brought a property assessor, snapping photos, and an estate lawyer with a briefcase. My daughter didn't hug me, and she didn't even say hi. "Dad, we need to talk about the house," she said, already sitting down. My son-in-law slid a brochure across my coffee table. "Heritage Oaks," he said. "Retirement community. Safe. Only $3,200 a month." Then the briefcase opened and papers hit my table. "Transfer documents," the lawyer said. "You sign, the house goes to them." I'd raised my daughter alone after my wife died. I'd sold my truck for her college. Now she stared past me like I was a broken appliance. "I'm not signing," I said. My son-in-law's voice stayed polite, which somehow made it worse. "Then we file for guardianship, get you declared incompetent, and a guardian signs," he said. My daughter said nothing, not one word to stop him. That night I opened the safe behind my bookshelf. 40 years of files, 17 properties my wife and I had built quietly, all held in LLCs and trusts. We never told our daughter because my wife wanted her to grow up first. Then I found one address and laughed. Riverside Towers, Unit 7B, where my daughter lived, and I owned it. I checked the tenant ledger. 3 months unpaid, $5,550 behind. My attorney started the eviction through the management company, no names attached. That night my daughter called, panicked. "Dad, we're being evicted," she blurted. "Kevin swears it's a mistake. We don't have $6,000 right now." Her voice cracked. "Can you loan it to us?" I kept my voice flat. "You came to my home with strangers," I said. "You tried to take my house. You let him threaten to label me crazy." "Please," she whispered. "No," I said, and hung up. On hearing day, they were already seated, looking smug. My daughter did that little eye roll again. Then the judge walked in, looked at me, and froze. He leaned toward his clerk. "Is that him?" The room went silent. Even my son-in-law's attorney hesitated. Their lawyer tried to sell the story. I'd fallen. I was isolated. I was confused. Their hired doctor hadn't even examined me. My actual physician testified with records and cognitive tests. "He's medically fine," she said. "This petition has no basis." Then the judge looked at me. "Do you own any property beyond your residence?" I stood. "Yes, Your Honor." "How much?" 17 parcels, I said, and the air changed. My daughter's jaw dropped. My son-in-law went stiff like a bad wire. Their lawyer mumbled about hidden assets, and my attorney calmly explained. Registered entities, professional management, taxes current, tenants cared for. The judge nodded like he'd heard enough. Then the real moment hit. First, my attorney named their apartment unit. Next, she said I owned their building. After that, she stated their rent was 3 months late. Then she read the exact total, $5,550. Next, she played my living room recording. After that, my son-in-law's threat filled the courtroom speakers. Finally, the judge's face turned to stone. "This petition was filed in bad faith," the judge said. "You tried to coerce an elderly man into signing away his home. That is abuse. He issued a restraining order. No contact, no entering my property, no more filings without permission." My daughter started crying like she just realized tears don't erase receipts. Afterward, the judge asked to speak in chambers. He told me, 30 years ago, someone paid his law school tuition anonymously with a note. "I believe in you. Make it count." That someone was me and my late wife. He'd never forgotten, and seeing my name on the docket hit him like a truck. He admitted he should have recused himself, but he wanted me protected. 3 months later, the eviction became final, and their appeals died fast. They moved in with his parents after his big deal collapsed. I drove home in my beat-up Accord and felt nothing but exhaustion. So I built something my wife would respect, a foundation to help seniors stay independent. No strings, no humiliation. My daughter sent letters and later, a divorce announcement. I filed them away and kept moving. If your kid tried to steal your life in court, what would you do next? Forgive or cut them off? Comment below.